Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of Empowering Women in Chiropractic. I'm your host, Dr. Kathy, and this week we're going to talk about this. Quit waiting for someone to come save you. Quit waiting for someone to come save you because someone is right there. It's you, it's me, it's the people that are in our profession that are working day to day, that are behind the scenes, that are helping get information out to the community. So quit waiting for someone to save you. Listen, the whole world right now is focused on what's going on in America. They're focused on all the changes, all the transitions that are happening. And so many of us have hung our hat on a savior. We've hung our hat on one person to change our life, to change our community, to change people's perspective, to change access to chiropractic. And the reality is, it's not one person. One person is not coming to save you. You are coming to save you. You are there to save your community. I'm there to save my community. You, me, we, that's our job. We have such a brilliant ability to change lives that other doctors, other healthcare providers do not have. And I'm here to tell you, when you step outside of our world and you see what goes on in other worlds, you start to realize, you know what? They have some tools in their bag, but they don't have the tools that we have. But are you sharing them? Are you communicating them? Are you getting out in your community? Are you helping people understand what it is that we do as chiropractors, what you do in your office, and how what you do can benefit your patients, your community, the families who may choose your care? Are you doing that? Because if we wait for someone to get a position that now is all of a sudden going to save us, those positions come with a lot of work and those positions come with a lot of responsibilities. And chiropractic may not necessarily be on the top of the list of to do, but it is on your list. And it should be the top of your list. It should be God Family Chiropractic. That's how we live our lives. And if you live your life that way, and you put your priorities in order, then once you take care of your faith, your religion, your belief, your spirituality, whatever it is for you, your belief, your innate intelligence, and you take care of your responsibilities with your family and putting your family first, then that leaves your responsibility to share chiropractic. And sometimes life is going to say, you got to stop at God, and that's where you are. And sometimes it's going to say, God, family, and take a pause. And let that pause be as long as it needs to be to get your focus right. And sometimes it's going to say, God, family, taken care of, chiropractic, here we come. And when it's that clear for you that you're able to say, I'm in, it's time, I'm ready to serve, look around you and figure out who are the people you want to serve and what is the message that's going to help them access the care that they need, help them access you. Because the reality is, there may be a person who's put in a position to help bring awareness, but that awareness may not trickle down into your community. That awareness may not be the exact message that you want your people to understand. That message may not be delivered in a way that the families in your community who need help right now can understand and realize, the answer is chiropractic. But you can do that. You can communicate. Some of the things that work in practices around the world are getting out and speaking in your community. It works every time. Why does it work? Because you're giving your message to people in a face to face interaction and you're helping them understand exactly what it is that we do. Other things, you could do webinars, you could do podcasts, you could do social media, you could do email newsletters or text letters. You could make sure that your message is getting out digitally to people. You can make sure that it's getting out in person. You can even write. If you've got local magazines that are still popular in your community, people actually read those and you could write articles in there. But it takes you being willing to step out of your comfort zone and put yourself out there and start sharing a message that is meaningful, a message that isn't just about what I want, it's about what they need. It isn't just what's in it for me, it's their interest, not yours. So, really designing your conversations so that people can say, oh, I have been wondering about that. Oh, I've been looking for a solution for this. Or, oh, I just found out that this is something that we're dealing with. And I didn't know that chiropractic could play a role in our family's health. So when you start to put yourself out there and have these conversations, think about all the people that your conversation will reach. Think about the message that they're looking for, searching for, asking people for answers, for referrals, asking people, do you know anyone that can help me? Searching online, and then start to meet those needs. There's a really cool website called askthepublic.com. And if you go into askthepublic.com, or actually it's answer the public, answerthepublic.com. If you go into answerthepublic.com, you can type anything in and you'll see what people are searching for. So let's say you wanted to have a conversation about conception, and you want to find out what is it that people are trying to learn when it comes to conception or to fertility challenges. Type in the word conception and see what it says, see what people are asking, and now you can tailor a conversation to meet those needs. If you wanted to have a conversation about childhood sports injuries, you would type that in. And now you're going to see what people are actually searching for when they pull up their search engines. So now you have a list of topics that you can start doing videos, going live, sharing on your social media, doing talks in your office, doing table talk with your patients, right? There's so many opportunities that you can get to share your message when you know exactly what it is that people are looking for. And here's the reality. If you've ever had interactions with other healthcare professionals, a lot of times they really don't know what we do. A lot of them think that we're neck pain, back pain, headaches. And sometimes I think that's because we've failed to communicate it with them. Sometimes I think there's a part that that's what's been drilled into them. But recently I had the unfortunate opportunity to talk to some other healthcare professionals. And one of the things that I would say as we were discussing some pretty important information is I would say, listen, I know that sometimes people in the healthcare profession have a tendency to think that chiropractors are neck pain, back pain, headache doctors. Let me reassure you, we are neurology experts. And so what we do is we deal with the function of the body, the nervous system, and how every function that's going on relates back to the body's ability to communicate with the brain's ability to communicate with the body. And I'm getting completely different conversations when I start in that direction. Because now some of these other healthcare professionals are going, oh, okay, I didn't realize. Or they're saying, okay, so how do you understand this stuff? Or what's the direction we want to go with your understanding, right? It's opening up a better conversation. And if we're able to open up a better conversation with other disciplines, with other healthcare providers, who maybe have the biggest blockage to our care, to referring patients to us, imagine how much easier it would be to open up those conversations with patients and people in your community who are really searching for answers. And you are that answer. You are the savior. So quit waiting for someone else to save you and be the person that says, you know what, I'm going to step into this space. I'm going to get out of my comfort zone. I'm going to speak about things that I know, that I know, that I know, that I know are right, are true, are helpful, can benefit people in my community. And I'm going to take the risk and be daring and put myself out there to start sharing information that can change lives and save lives. And I think for most of us, that's why we got into chiropractic in the first place, because we wanted to change lives and we wanted to save lives. And we want to do it with the most natural healthcare method that there is. And we want to help their bodies function at their greatest capacity by removing interference so that their nervous system can do the best that it can do. And listen, I know the reality is we're not starfish. If you lose a limb, you don't grow it back. I get that. But we do allow the body to function at its best capacity in the situation that the person has going on. So why not be that voice of reason? Why not be that savior that can get out there and save your practice, save your community, help save our profession, help get our profession out to more people instead of waiting for one person to get some position to hopefully be able to do something. And let's hope that that happens. But let's not hang our hat on it. Let's not put all of our bets on the fact that this one person might be able to make a big change. When the reality is, you and me and all of us watching and all of us practicing and all of us in this profession, whether we're doctors in practice or doctors who are retiring or students who are coming in, or our team that is out there helping us deliver the message, or our spouses that are sharing what we do with their coworkers and their friends and helping us just get this message out. When all of us come together and share a better message and get it out there, we can start to really impact not just our community, but the world. And isn't that what the big idea was all about in the first place? Right? It's being able to reach everyone with a message that can help change lives. So let's do that. Let's get out there. Let's share our message. And I'm here to tell you that if you love sharing the message of chiropractic, we have something really cool coming up. I'm super excited about this. This is the sneak peek. So don't share this with everybody yet, because this is a sneak peek for you. The League of Chiropractic Women, which I am so proud to be a board member of since the very, very early days of the LCW, way back when it started back in 2012. I came on right after that. We are going to be hosting a speaking competition. This is for docs. This is for spouses and CAs. This is for students. So we have different levels of the speaking competition that are going to be coming out. But I don't have all the details to share yet because we're not allowed to share them yet. But I want you to start looking for that. You can check out their Facebook page. You can check out our website, lcwomen.com, and start getting the information so that you can start preparing and practicing. And if you really want to get better at speaking, you're not quite sure how to share a message, or you're good, but you feel like it could be a little bit better, well, we're going to be starting up our Women's Speakers Club all over again in the LCW portal. So we're going to be teaching women how to communicate the message of chiropractic. So you can check that out on lcwomen.com as well, or just reach out to me and I will get you the information. Because the reality is this: we need you. We need you sharing your message, because your message is different than mine. It's different than the next woman. It's different than the next doctor, because we all come from our own perspective, and therefore we're able to help people because of our perspective, because of our message, because we're willing to share from our hearts, from our experience, and from our education what it is that we do and how it can benefit our communities. So the savior is you. So don't wait for somebody else. You are it. So get out there, get bold, get out of your comfort zone, and share the message of chiropractic, and watch how quickly people start flocking to you as the answer to their biggest healthcare concerns. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope that I get the opportunity to work with you through our Speakers Club, or to get to help you if you need a little bit of assistance in any aspect of your personal life or your speaking life, or just kind of putting it all together. Reach out to me. I love to do that. And I love to help people see bigger visions for themselves and achieve them with the resources that they already have, without having to spend more money or more time or more effort, but to just clarify what it is that's going to help you achieve your goals. And if you're excited about being a speaker or sharing your message with your community, go for it. If you're ready to share it with chiropractic profession, then we would love to have you in our upcoming speakers competition for the League of Chiropractic. So thank you so much for joining us today. Reach out to me, reach out to LCW, and I look forward to seeing you hopefully in person, but if not, right here, coming soon. Take care, everybody.
Join us each week as we bring you the best in business growth, practice management, social media marketing, networking, leadership, and lots more. If it's about women in practice and business, you'll hear it here. This has been a Chiro Secure production.